welcome back to another One Piece chapter. That's your boy Hooch. Please like, follow, and subscribe. And we on chapter 1165 of One Piece, titled Echo. On we have a cover request by Machi and Takeshi. Beppo's peacefully sleeping using Zeus as a pillow. Great request. And I guess we done with Yamato's cover story, so that's even better. But let's get back to the nitty gritty. I know I'm late. I know it's been a minute, been busy, but want to get back to this. So, Rox versus Roger and Garp. You see Rox crying through his demonic form, and you see his voice of all things, because that's what I think it is. I'm gonna keep saying it's the voice of all things. He's talking to them telepathically. That's the only thing I have associated with voice of all things. Telepathically talking. So he says, please telepathically, and Garp and Roger say, you hear that, right? Uh Roger responds, yeah. And as a gigantified winged Rox runs over to Roger and Garp, you see in his mind, he is asking them to please kill me. Crazy is probably the best pirate I've been seeing was Rox, and the fact that this is his fate, it just sucks. One sec. Where's my phone? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, right back to it. Right back to it. So Rock swings his blade at Roger, and Roger gets ready to block. Roger says his words, the way he's acting, and the look on his face as they clash. Ooh, that's a great. This is a great panel. Oh my God. Roger and Rox clash swords, and you see all the hockey emanating while Garp jumps over them to get ready to rock the rock rocks in the face. I gotta stop using rocks. He ready to drop rocks. That's pretty much what it is now. So he ready to drop rocks. Um, just clad in hockey and hits Rox right in the nose. There's something about the monkey boys. Hey man, the monkey D boys, they don't care. They don't care. They going square up. Don't matter who you is, what you is, they gonna square up. So always love that about them. Garp hits Rox in the face. It looks like Rox braces himself, or I can't really tell who foot this is. Oh yeah, Rox braces himself, holds the punch that he took to the face, and the fact that he's clashing swords with Roger. He goes clad in hockey, releases his fist, and blows Roger and Garp away into like some type of mountain or some type of rock wall, and they shatter it. It was Rox is really like that, so he blows them away. And if I'm saying what I'm saying correctly, the sky parted from those clashes of hockey. When you really like that, it parted. It parted for all three of them. And you can see the Marines staring up. Oh, look, they're saying it. The sky is splitting. We've got to get out of here, or we're gonna die. Sounds about right. See, like everything is on fire. Half of God Valley's like mountain is gone. It's really been knocked over already at this point. Um, and then we go over to Silver Axe. Silver Axe screams, yells, "Let's steal a ship and get off this island." Huh? What about Rock ship? Dumbass, no one's going back. Silver Axe was he pretty much said it. And then here comes Shiki. The Rocks pirates are history. And other pirates say, hurry to the coast as they're running. So Shiki and Silver Axe pretty much announced, like, the Rocks pirates are done. Before they even knew what happened to Rocks. They didn't care. This was it. Vice Admiral Garp, can you repeat that? Garp, I said get every survivor and Marine you can aboard that ship and cast off immediately. And then one of Roger's powers, Roger, what's going on over there? Roger says, get underway. The instant Rayleigh's group is aboard. Wait for me at sea. And then Garp and Roger say the same thing. I'll make it back for sure. And for the first time, you're really seeing them take damage. They really took some damage. They really know what they in for right now. They done told everybody like we gotta we gotta hunker down to take this boy out. Um, as you see Rox and Roger throw off their jackets because they bet to get real serious. Rox and Roger, I came to this island to catch the pair of you, but look how things panned out. We all well, all I wanted was to save Shocky, grab some treasure, and bail. Yeah, it was pretty simple what they came to this island for, and now they in way over their heads. Garp just came to fight. Rox and Roger. I thought it was just Roger, but he wanted to fight everybody. And yeah, Roger came for the booty. So take that however you want. He came for the booty. Um Roger asks his Garp. Okay, Roger says, wanna call a temporary truce? Garp says, can't say I'm thrilled with that but idea, but we just can't leave him be. Speaking on rocks. So Rox thrusts his sword at Garp. Garp jumps over him. Garp say, "Hey, Rox." Oh. And did I miss? Did I miss? Okay, maybe he was just aiming for the both of them, but you can see like Rox misses. Garp goes over him, and Roger goes underneath the rocks after he attacks them. Um, Roger holds his sword behind his head, double handed, two sword style, and sends some crescent shot towards Rox, hits him in the back, knocks Rox into that mountain or wall, and Garp grabs Rox's foot and says, this form, this curse, can't we undo it somehow? I've been asking this question. Can you undo Domi Reversi? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. The only way I can think of doing it is one, if Emu decides to turn you back, or that book that Gunko had, Gunko Emu had on Elbath. That's the only things I can think of that can possibly reverse what has happened. So Roger and Garp are trying to think of a way if somehow they can undo this without killing Rox. Begging Rox to wake up out of whatever he's being controlled by. And then we go over to Rayleigh and Shocky. Rayleigh says, hurry, Roger. Hurry, hurry. Roger won't stop fighting till he's sure we've escaped. This strange hockey to get with Pirate. Oh, I can't even tell which one is saying it either way. So, looks like it's Gloriosa. Nice ship, if you don't mind. You don't mind if I tag along, right? And Gabon screams, Gloriosa. Then we go to Big Mom and Kaido. You listen to Kaido? Consider this a lifelong debt. You'll pay me back one day. Mark your words. Being on that devil freeze stole. And Kaido says, don't be stupid. Stupid. You lost fair and square, Linlin. Now watch. I'm going to start a crew where brutality is the only law. They definitely got wiped out by rocks early. And they said, all right, damn this, we're gonna let them fight. We out of here. Big Mom says, you've grown bold, haven't you? But you'll never be able to beat me. Stanson says, Linlin, what are you doing? We've got to go. Load up the treasure. And then you see a panel of Big Mom and Kaido. Big Mom says, one day I'll come and collect what you owe. And Kaido says, I'll crush you when that time comes. Love it. And we swing right back to the panel of Rox literally parrying. Oh, I don't even think he parrying. I think he just slammed Roger to the ground after that attack. He slammed Roger and Garp to the ground. So yeah, they taking a beating by Rox. See the island is on fire. You see Whitebeard and somebody's talking to Whitebeard. You broke the mountain, didn't you, Newgate? He turns around and says, who are you? Looks like your crew is also breaking up. The name's Graham, captain of the Polo Pirates. He looked like Marco. Hologram. So I did see Marco, but it was this guy. Oh, snap. The Polo Pirates. I heard that before. I swear to beans, I heard Polo Pirates before. I gotta go back and look. The name is Graham. Polo Graham. Marco's father, apparently. I'm a big fan. You need a ship, right? Let's join forces. Whitebeard Newgate says, buzz off. Don't get in my way. And then it's like Buckingham stuff. She says, hey, where's Newgate? I can't never pronounce this Brock's pirate's name. Guido. Yeah, whatever his name is. He say, don't ask me. Then we go to the next panel. Calm down, Dragon. What do you think you're doing? Oh, Dragon got the blicky out. He got the blicky out on Marines. He done playing these games. He done. He ready. He is done playing with y'all. Me? What about you? Do you condone this? Dragon, bring those survivors aboard. We're saving them. And if anyone got a problem with that, I'll execute them. Oh, yeah, y'all done created a demon. Y'all done created a new demon in Dragon. Dragon ain't for the bull. He tired. He tired. He couldn't say them kids. He angry. This won't end well for you, Dragon. Dragon says, bring it on. My daddy fighting a demon on the island right now. Man, please, man, you can't tell this man nothing. He didn't already experience way too much in one day. And then we go back to Rayleigh and Gabon. Where are you going, Rayleigh? Gabon. Don't follow us. Sail the boat out to sea and wait. They already know it's thick. they felt that hockey and knew it was thick. All right. Then we go to a shot of a Navy ship looking at God Valley. Caption: that island never existed. Is that clear? Ooh, says Saint Saturn. That island never existed. Is that clear? West blue. And you can see like the double rings around Saturn's eyes and everything. The records kept by G11 and CP6 concerning the top secret Level S special mission on God Valley are sparse. The names of the participants of the human hunt were purged. Little is recorded regarding the site of the incident, God Valley. Information regarding the island's whereabouts, size, and population were also purged. The number of casualties remains unknown to this day. Huff huff. Did you know the government had ties with that black monster? Seems like an affront to justice. I'm with you there. And if you without me looking even further, I think these are Marines talking to each other like, yo, something up. That black monster was with the Marines, bro. That was us. That was our people. Yeah, it's crazy. And they just gotta sit there and act like it's not existing. Oh, wow. It wasn't even Marines. It's Roger and Garp talking about it. And Roger is asking Garp, like, you know that's a government. He got government ties. Whatever monster did this to Rocks is government based. So Roger says, if you want to leave the Navy, you should join us. Garp says, hell no. If I quit, who'd protect the Marines? So Garp is only he is solely committed to protecting Marines. I don't think he cares about the government. Now, he should care more about his family than the government, but that's on him. Huff huff. It's all about the mass, Garp. The mass. What are you talking about? Armament hacking can normally counter devil fruit abilities. And I'm using Conqueror's hacking. Using Conqueror's hockey coding to boot. So there's no way my attacks aren't doing anything. Huff huff. It's cause he's also using Conqueror's hockey to guard himself. It's not a surprise we'd cancel each other out. Exactly. Garp says if we don't overcome that the damage won't go through. Roger says we'll lose sooner or later if we keep trading blows like this. We simply can't match a monster in a battle of attrition. So next time we use Conqueror's Hockey, we should channel all of our mass into it. What? Yeah, don't worry about how crippling the aftermath will be. If we do that, we probably won't survive this. Either way, it'll take all three of us out of commission. And if we don't land this, it's over. Wow. Hey Rox, I don't know if there's any Oh, hey Rox, I don't know if there's any words that'll comfort you at this point. I don't even know what's happened to you, but I do know one thing. I can feel your frustration. The frustration not being able to control yourself and you one of the top boys. Crazy. Like you one of the top. These are the top three. The way they making this writing this out, they the top three on the sea. And they fighting it out and they duking it out. And they know this ain't gonna end well. Roger is literally saying this not about to end well. I told my people, we told our people to go meet us out at sea, but this ain't gonna end well no matter what. Oh, as Roger wipes his eyes, he gets ready for an attack. This is no time for tears, you dolt. As he speaks to Rocks and he starts swinging his sword. Uh, Kaga, Kagatushi is the Shinto god of fire. And you see Garp loading up his infinitum? Infinitum. That's crazy. I ain't never heard that word. Infinitum. And you see here the last little bit of Rox's laugh. Oh, Agatushi's ace, an infinitum explosion. Rox and Galt release their ultimate attacks. And if you look at this carefully, Gart punches through Rox. You can see holes just missing where Rox is being punched from Garp. And on the opposite side, you see that Roger has already cut off his leg and kind of cut into his torso as well. What in the world? This is probably the greatest like panel feat we've seen. And this also shows that God wasn't playing when he was fighting Kuzan. He wasn't at his peak. He already know. I want to see him do this infinitum explosion at least once before he go. He got to do this. He got to do this at least once. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. All right, the world government tried their best to bury this incident in the shadows. However, the disbanding of the chaotic crew, led by Rox D. Zebek, will leave an undeniable echo. The Rox pirates destabilized an entire era, and the tremors of their legacy will continue to shake the world. A legendary incident uncovered. They blew Rox away because they put all of their mass into these attacks. To the point, from what Roger was saying, they was gonna pass out afterwards. Golly, that's an attack right there. I am as much as I've had to say about Garp and how terrible of a person he is. It kind of makes sense that he wants to protect Marines because it feels like he might have been in a family that got attacked by pirates or the Marines weren't protected. That kind of seems like his background. Like something happened for him to feel like Marines aren't protected enough, and that's his goal to protect Marines. But I can't deny how saucy this infinitum explosion is. I can't. It's probably one of the hardest like fist attacks I've seen It's right up there with like Kong Gatling gun. But this is different. This is different. He punched holes through a demon, bro. He punched holes through a demon. And I also like the parallels between like how Garp and Luffy's fists are. Like I like the comparison between the two. And it's honestly like Luffy is Garp 2.0, but with a devil fruit and don't care about protecting nothing but his friends. So you can see some parallels in here. And God of Fire, Ace, is so crazy. The Shinto God of Fire. Ace had the fire fruit. It was fate that he had it. And it must have been fate that he had to die as well. Sad enough. But I do think it might be another appearance of Ace, just not a good one. More so like a flashback or like a force ghost to talk to Luffy one last time. Because if we dealing with the soul, I can see like Ace being able to speak through the voice of all things to Luffy. I can't hold anything against the voice of all things. I feel like it's one of those things that might not actually need to be explained. It's just a thing in One Piece, and if it's just a thing, I'm gonna go with it. But the fact that Rox was talking to these two while he was possessed, it says a lot. And I know he was only instinctively attacking, but he took this attack. He took it. He wanted to die. He did not want to continue on. Because at this point, he's already tried to kill his own family. He don't want to live anymore. He don't want to live with that stain that he almost killed his offspring. That's all he cared about. All he cared about was the Davy name continuing, honestly. And he did his job. He got his baby mother and Teach got off the island safely, even if he was about to kill him. Thank you to Kuma, the person that we haven't found out about. What happened to Kuma after he got hit with that attack? Um, but yeah, this was amazing. And I mean, I should have got to this sooner, but whoa, what a chapter this was. It was very short, quick to the point. It was all boxing, bro. It was 90% boxing and a little bit of perspective. And we got to see Marco's daddy. The Polo Pirates. What's the Polo Pirates? I've heard of the Polo Pirates before. Who's on the Polo Pirates? Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Oh, nobody has said Polo Pirates before? Or maybe somebody made it up thinking it wasn't the name. That's so interesting. So this looks like to be the first command of Whitebeard's Pirates. And also Marco's father, which makes a lot of sense. But yo, this has been amazing. I have loved what God Valley was. And I still feel like this has the ultimate potential to be a great movie. Like even if Oda doesn't have plans to make this a movie and just want to have this, it's like this is going to be complete cinema when they animate this. This is complete cinema. I say just cut out just making all of these like episodes and make a movie. Just make a movie. Just make a movie. You'll satisfy everybody. People will be like, "Oh, this is probably the hardest anime movie we've ever seen." Because honestly, from the looks of it, like we don't have to include all of Rox's background and the backstory, but everything on God Valley we should put into a movie. Hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. I think it'll be brilliant, brilliant. I'll go to the movie see it 4 times. I will Black Panther this if this come out in theaters. I'm being honest right now. God Valley has not disappointed. It did not disappoint. This has been the ultimate like vindication for people who have been around reading this manga and watching the anime for so long. The event that we've all heard about. that we all wanted to know what happened, why it happened the way it happened. So much has gone on. It is so deep. This can just be his own little offshoot. If you want to make a spinoff, like honestly, like all about rocks, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I am so impressed. Rocks' story has been so impressive, and we only came in at the end, like the end of his life. We only saw the end. We didn't see the beginning. But this man was a monster. He came in beating up kids, beating up giant children, and he left being the most studliest demon I have ever seen. He's crying. He wants to be taken out of his misery, but he ain't no joke. Roger and Garp literally had a moment where they was like, yo, we gotta team up, bro. We have to team up. I understand. We gotta team up. Or we ain't making it out of this today. And in Roger's understanding of hockey, it's kind of crazy. He put all his mass into the hockey. Now I don't really understand what that means, but I'm guessing it's something what Joy Boy did with the hockey knot that was left inside of Emmett. I think it's sort of the same thing. I just think Joy Boy's mass of hockey is way bigger than Rogers and Garp's, which is okay. Which is okay. They weren't the chosen ones. They're just not. But they are Studley. Rox is Studley. They've done their part. They shaped this era. All three of them. They shaped this era. And honestly, after the death of Rox, I'm sure this changed something in Roger and probably prompted him to become bigger than what he was as a pirate. Because now he's top dog. He's top honcho. He has no rival other than Garp now. There's nobody else. Like Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido are no match for Roger. Like, I understand that Roger and Whitebeard can clash when they want to, but after this, I don't. I gotta put Garp and Roger on the same plateau. They right there. I'm gonna put Rocks a little bit above them because he was that boy. He was that boy. So I really can't say nothing. He killed the admiral and walked out of Murray's Wall. I don't know. You just don't do that, and I can't put you up there. Rocks is one of them boys. Rocks one of them. But this has so many implications. Like so much is being said, and I've already said this is a juxtaposition. It's a parallel to what Harald is about to go through, and why maybe Loki did not want to talk about it, or he was just okay with people believing what they wanted to believe about what happened the day Harald was killed. When last we saw, Harald was already being attacked by his soldiers, or he was already attacking his soldiers. He was silhouetted in black, and he looked like something demonic was going on. Excuse me. Man, this was crazy good. And thank y'all for tuning in. I'll definitely be on track this week, especially with the chapter coming out. But man, this was a studly chapter right here. Echo. The echo of what Rocks and his crew were able to do changed the entire One Piece world. It changed the whole world. And it put Emu on notice that you ain't untouchable. Somebody can walk up into this throne room. And now it makes sense. Why Rocks knows where the flower room was is because his family was there. His family must have lived in Varigua and sat on that throne. It's not like you just gonna come up with this information and just have it in your back pocket. Oh, look, I just know how to get here. No, something was passed down through the Davy clan, whether it's memories, whether it's uh their status or the history of who they used to be. It makes sense. I can no longer see Blackbeard as a bad guy. Um, I really haven't been mad at Blackbeard. I think he's just been written as a bad guy. But man, this was a dope chapter. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and follow your boy. Holla at me, man. Holla at me. You can do some collabs or something, man. But till next time.